This video is called What's My Sign? It's going to help you balance some equations. When I have an equal sign, what that really means is I have a balance. That there's the same amount on the left side of the equal sign as there is on the right side. So I try to tell the kids that there's a box here and a box here. What's ever in the box on the left has to weigh the same as the box on the right. I can do the box on the left right now because all the information is there. So 5 times 3 is 15. So that tells me this box on the right has to also be 15. So that means I either need to be doing 11 plus 4, 11 minus 4, 11 times 4, or 11 divided by 4 to get 15. Well, obviously, if I subtract or divide, it's going to give me something less than 11 because I'm making it smaller. 11 times 4 is 44, way too much, so it must be 11 plus 4. I'm going to take a little bit of a step up here because besides balancing both sides of our equation, we have to worry about order of operations, which involved please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which tells me I'm going to do parentheses first, and I'm going to do things that have the little exponent next, multiplying and dividing, whichever order that comes first, and adding and subtracting. So looking at this problem, I see multiplying is first, 10 times 5 because it's the highest up my tower of power. 10 times 5 is 50. 45 plus 50 gets me to a 95. So this side has to equal 95. 100 something 5 is going to get me to 95. My answer is getting smaller, so I'm either subtracting or dividing. Try out the subtracting. 100 minus 5, take a nickel off a dollar, 95 cents. Again, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Or also, please excuse Dad's messy sister Alice. And we say them both ways because multiplying and dividing are equal power, and I do whichever comes first. Adding and subtracting are equal power, and I do whichever one comes first. So if I look up here, I have a subtracting and an adding. The subtracting comes first, and since it's equal power, I'm going to do it first. 30 minus 10 is 20. 20 plus 7 gets me to a 27. So this side also has to equal 27. 9 something 3 equals 27. Since it's bigger than my 9, I'm getting bigger as I go, so I'm either multiplying or adding. 9 plus 3 is 12. Doesn't work. 9 times 3, 27. Try this one out. I've got multiplying and adding. Multiplying is a higher power. So I'm going to do 5 times 5 first. That's 25. 25 plus 46. 11, carry my 1, 71. So this side needs to be 71. I'm getting smaller. Pretty obvious, 72 minus 1 gets me to a 71. On the rest of them, I'm going to give you a chance to just stop the video for a second. You work them out. We got about 20 more of these problems to try out. I'm doing the division first because it's higher power. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 10 minus 7 gets me a 3. What can I do with this side to get 3? Oh, it looks like there's actually 2 answers over here that would work this time. 3 times 1 would get me a 3. Also, 3 would get me a 3. 3 divided by 1 would also get me a 3. So I could do times or divided by. This particular problem has both signs missing. So what I need to do is figure out how I could get them to be equal. And a part of it's just trial and error. First thing I notice over here is with my 5 something 11. 5 is smaller than 11, so I know I'm not going to be dividing or subtracting over here. So this one's either times or plus. So let's just pick one out. Let's put 5 plus 11 in, which would get me 16. Is there something I can do with 91 and 36 to get me 16? Well, obviously, it's a lot smaller than 91. So if I did 91 minus 36, that gets me down to 55. Still a lot bigger. But now that I see the 55 over here, I know I could come back here and go with the times. And 5 times 11 would give me 55. So, get my eraser there. If I did 91 minus 36, I get 55 on that side. And 5 times 11 on that side gets me 55 there. 9 minus 1 plus 20 is the side that the right side has all the information. Do I want to subtract or add first? They're equal power, so I'm going to subtract first. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 plus 20 gets me to 28. What can I do with the 14 and the 2 to get 28? I need to get bigger than a 14. So I'm either multiplying or adding. If I add 14 plus 2, that's only 16. 14 times 2 gets me to a 28. This time left side has all the information. It's got a division and a multiplication. Equal power again on the tower of power. So I'm doing the division first. 16 divided by 8 equals 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. What can I do with 9 something 5 to get me 4? Well, it's smaller than the 9, so I'm either subtracting or dividing. 9 divided by 5 doesn't come out even, so it must be subtracting. 9 minus 5 gets me a 4 over here also. This time going to the right side, 3 plus 6 times 10. Multiplying is higher power than adding, so 6 times 10 is 60. And then we got 3 plus 60 is 63. 76 is larger than 63, so I'm getting smaller, so I'm either subtracting or dividing. Let's try out the subtraction real fast. Yep, there it is. 76 minus 13 gets me down to 63. 5 plus 10 squared. Okay, tower power, we haven't done a lot of exponents in these yet, but this is what I would do first. 10 squared really means 10 times 10, which equals 100. And we go here, 100 plus 5 is 105. 90 something 15 equals 105. So it's bigger than 90, so I'm either adding or multiplying. 90 plus 15, does that equal 105? Double check just to be sure. Yes, it does, so I'm just adding. 12 divided by 2 times 9 is my side with all the information. Dividing and multiplying are equal power. I know it says, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, but that's also why we write it this way every time. Because multiplying and dividing are on the same level of the tower of power. So I'm going to divide first because it's first in the problem. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 9 gets me a 54. What can I do with 58 and 4 to get a 54? Well, it's less. 58 is a little bit bigger, so I need to get smaller. So I'm going to subtract. 58 minus 4 is 54. This time the information's all on the right side. 3 times 7 plus 11. Which one's higher on the tower of power? Multiplying or adding? Multiplying. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 11 gets me to a 32. So this side also is to equal 32. 32 is bigger than 19, so I know I need to get bigger, so I'm either multiplying or adding. Try out 19 plus 13. 32, so I want to add there. 25 minus 10 plus 6. Subtracting and adding are equal power, so I want to do the subtracting first. I get 15. 15 plus 6 gives me to a 21. 28 something 7 is going to get me to 21. So my number is getting smaller, so I want to subtract or divide. Let's try out the subtracting. 28 minus 7, 21. So that happens to work.